Oh no! Here we are, at the end of the game. Thank God. I feel like I'm getting either sick, or I just have allergies because spring's really just starting to kick in. Alright, let's do it! Let's go down and fuck Diablo up. I've had enough of him. Alright. So this part is probably the... Well, it could be really hard. We'll see how it goes. It's always the same dungeon layout every time. So, what do you do, friends? Can I just shoot you and get over with it? Okay, good. I should be okay to just sort of tank a little bit of this. I don't know. I'll show you guys how to actually cheese the game. It's pretty cool. I think you guys will appreciate it. Get out of here. Alright, so there's always going to be the same layout here. You're always going to have the same types of enemies. You're always going to have the same uniques, I'm pretty sure. There's Sir Gorash, you know, all that shit. I think. Diablo himself really isn't that bad. He just does a lot of damage, but he doesn't really have anything that dangerous. The bulk of your damage you're going to be taking here is going to be on his mobs. So, as you can see, this whole place is just full of shit. That's to be expected. It's the final part of the game. We got to turn it into a Japanese shoot-'em-up. Somehow. This is just how all games have to end, right? Oh, God. Oh, boy. Let's lure this crap out here. It's way safer. Look at that. And you guys probably thought, oh, Seth, fucking, you picked a dumb class and you picked the wrong house, fool. Or something like that. Well, you hopefully don't think that. Don't think lesser of me, I hope. But, yeah, this is the final part of the game. I'd expect it to be fucking hard, so having max fire, almost, and max lightning and mage, pretty damn good. This is saving our ass. 100%. There is a flat damage reduction you get from mana shield in this game, but it don't matter, okay? It's... Resistances are pretty damn key. This is just like in D2, okay? Bad resistance equals bad time. And if you want, this is actually the hardest the game will technically go. So if you want to get some pretty sick items at the end of the game, this is where you get them. However, I'll show you guys how to cheese that, okay? You guys, you know all about the cheese, right? You like Swiss cheese? I like Swiss cheese. I think my brain's turned to Swiss cheese playing this game. I think that's also because I'm really tired. I was supposed to be off work a little earlier today, but pallets come in and, you know, things happen. It looks like this is actually going to be the room that Diablo spawns in. I'm 99% certain. Oh, good lord. It's kind of unfortunate that we have advocates, because advocates are fucking annoying. But it's better than getting shot to shit by a bunch of succubi and advocates at the same time. Oh, they're actually they're immune? Oh wow, these guys suck. Alright, so we're just gonna have to just use this. I didn't think they had any resistance to that. Alright then, that kinda sucks dick, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with sucking dick. You don't have to be gay or straight to do that. Okay. Does it matter? I think Fireball might be more advantageous. Because everything's only resistant to fire in here, it looks like. Why would they be immune to fucking lightning and... whatever. I didn't make the game. Somebody else did. That's a good point. You'd think that they'd be immune to fire because... this is hell? Well, technically, if you want to be real specific, it's actually an outpost of hell. It's not actually hell as in the area of the burning hells. So if you actually pay attention to the lore, you would know this, but you clearly don't understand the lore of Diablo, because I went to the Blizzard QA panel, and they told me the story of the lore, and I know everything about Diablo because I played Diablo 3 and Diablo Immortal. I don't know why I'm so angry either. So, I've only been home for a little bit. I don't know, man. I think I just had a stroke, apparently. I don't know. It's been a weird day for me. Not bad, just weird. But, yes, I'll show you guys how to cheese Diablo. Not in the sense of, like, you kill him and it, like, in a cheesy way, but, like... So... It's not like in Diablo 2, where in Diablo 2, you can kill him and the game keeps going, right? This is more or less... Well, it is. There's no more or less, it just flat out is. This is it. Like, after this, the game will end. There's probably somebody out there that wants to see me do this, because I've mentioned it a few times. Hell, I don't even know how common knowledge this strategy is. So, we'll see how it goes, right? Oh, this is... Yeah, Diablo's in there. I'm pretty sure if I teleport in there, I can actually get killed. But I can't teleport. I've had it happen, with my sorcerer before. Yeah, he's in that room over there. You'll always see it because it has a pentagram in it. Because it was the 90s, damn it. This is just what you did. Okay, so somewhere around here... Jesus. Somewhere around here, there should be Sir Gorash, and I think a unique advocate. I could be wrong, but... Oh, hello. I'm pretty sure there's a unique advocate pack in this dungeon. I know there's for a fact a Blood Knight one, so... Don't fucking question my Diablo knowledge. I know more than you. Probably. I mean, it doesn't shock me. A lot of people haven't played Diablo 1. I think it doesn't need a remake. It just report it, but it's already been ported, so it's fine. I think, you know, if I had my way, I wouldn't even bother remastering this game because look at it. This is the charm of Diablo 1. I don't think you could never recreate the charm of this game with the technology it was using. Like, I just don't think that's doable. Like, the game looks and seems the way it does because it's just how it was made. I don't really like the idea of rebooting something that's already just... At the time it came out, it was impressive. I think that's more important to me. And I can understand why the game was impressive, even though I didn't play it, you know what I mean? I don't know, I think I'm getting sick. I'm probably getting sick, it wouldn't shock me. I'm always sick. That's just how I live my life, yo. I live my life one illness at a time. Okay. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Except a lot of things could. But, you know. So I haven't even mentioned what we have to do in here. We have to pull these levers, and they're gonna summon parts of the map open. There's a maze. There's Diablo, obviously. I think there's only 3 pillars you have to... I think it's 3. Yeah, I think it's 3 we have to pull down. But each one of these will unlock a new portion of the dungeon. So, there's that. I recommend, and I mean it, I recommend it, do not ignore the enemies on the outside. Unless, you know, you're going for some stupid, crazy speed shit. But, don't do that if you're playing like a rogue or a warrior. Because, well, in general. How about this? Your first time playing the game, don't ignore the enemies, okay? You want to know why? Because when Diablo spawns in, he's got like enemies around him, and he does a shitload of damage to you immediately. Because he uses Apocalypse, which is like a hit scan spell. It sucks to get hit by. That's why the last enemy in the game is allowed to use it, and you're not technically, until the expansion came out. So, yeah, you don't want to end up like... Because you can lure him, you can actually get him out of that area before any of the enemies can attack you if you're careful. But, big problem is, if you have the area full of shit, it's an area full of shit and you're going to get hit in the ass and it's going to suck. So, do I even have... Oh, bitch. Oh, okay, this is great. Oops. Isn't that great? It's the last episode of the series, so, well, until we do Nightmare, of course. We'll take that staff with us. I think there was a staff. I remember this vaguely from last night. That's not what I want. It was right here, yeah. There's a staff.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, you heard it here, guys. I guess my inventory's too full. Sorry, boys. You're just too darn loud. I wish. But this is definitely, like, the last video of this playthrough part, because we've done expansion. We've got the book. I accidentally sold the amulet. Oops. And of course, you know, I've pretty much shown you guys everything that you can do in Diablo 1 prior to killing Diablo, so I've never played the quests that the expansion adds in. There's like, okay, so I've mentioned it before, but you can add in like the Bard, the Barbarian, and a couple of quests with the command text file. I've never done them. I've played around with the extra classes for like a minute, and that's about it. I've never actually like looked into the other stuff.
Hello, my friend.
What's this?
Stay a while and listen.
That's actually pretty bad. That's also really bad. You want a shield with like...
Whoa, what can I do
ideally,
for
you want something with like... Well, it depends on what you're playing, but for the most part, you want to get something that's like... I don't know. Resistance shields probably are the better option. Because you can use damage on your weapons, but resists are better on shields.
Soul in search of answers.
Actually, what do you have, Adria? Scroll of Golem. I'm alright. No thanks. I'm good. I do need mana, like, real bad. So we're gonna just do that. I might just actually, from this point on, do, like, 2 heals and the rest are mana pots. I think that might be a better idea. Here, have this. We're gonna go back to town anyways after we kill Diablo. I'm gonna show you guys how to cheese that. You're not supposed to be able to do it if you couldn't tell what I'm gonna do. What it does is it fucks up the game, and it's actually quite unpredictable what it'll do to your game. I don't really know what it can and can't do to your file. It fucks up the audio real hard after you do it, and then you have to reload the game. Where the fuck does that oh, whatever. I'm not even worried about it. We'll just go down. I don't think it's on the dungeon floor. But, so what it does is the game checks to make sure, is Diablo dead? Okay? So when we kill Diablo, the game ends. It's triggered an end state. I didn't even see that bow down there. Cool. It triggers an end state, right? Now, however, if you do this, and you save the game, and then you load the game, like this, it resets a lot of the game's assets, including your movement. So, when you kill Diablo, you actually stop moving, and when you do this, you can resume moving again, and what you do is you kill him, and then you summon a portal. Preferably you do this before you kill Diablo, so you can just go... Jesus, I hate that. Anyways, so normally what you do is you kill Diablo, and then you'd summon the portal. You'd save the... Well, you do it before, like this, right? And then you lure him over to you, you go bang, 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 and he dies, and then you save the game like this, and then you load the game, and then you move forward, and then you go through the portal in that very brief animation of him dying. If you do it just right, you can keep playing the game after he's dead. But if you do it wrong, you're actually going to be stuck, and the game will just end anyways. Why would you want to do that? I don't know, because you can. So, there's a few reasons why you might want to do that. Number one, if you want to kill Diablo and get the XP. So, like, he gives you XP when you kill him, but you only get that once per playthrough. So... that's kind of important. If you want to, you can also kill him and go up and do, like, expansion content or any unresolved business you might have in the town, whatever. You know, it's really up to you what you want to do. I tend to just kill Diablo and end the game. That's what I've done for over a decade. So, but I found that out like the first time I played the game by complete accident. I never looked that up online. I don't know if I've ever even seen a tutorial on how to do what I'm about to show you guys. But if I'm the only person who knows about it, okay. I'm sure somebody could deduce that, right? Like, loading and saving the game creates a different, like, state. So the game has to go, oh shit. Because the game won't check. I'm just guessing how this works in programming terms. The game won't check, like, okay, when you kill Diablo, you just stop moving like this, right? The game doesn't have a counter for that because he's already dead. Player initiated kill Diablo. Stop player, basically. But the game didn't account for the ability for the player to pause the game and then break that, and I think that's why it happens. I could be wrong, but that's just my experience with how I think it works. I'm not a coder. I vaguely know coding in the most loosey-goosey sense, okay? I can only make big titty hentai mods. I can't make anything else. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't make big titty hentai mods, for the record. If I did, you think I'd be making chump change with my real job? That's actually a good point. Think about it.
I have no room.
Is that enchanted? My eyes are kind of fucked up, if I'm being honest. I cannot tell if it's just allergies. You can probably hear it in my nose. You know what I mean? Yeah, this opened up the maze. Good. I want to kill these guys with Fireball because it's a hell of a lot more narrow in there, and it's just shitty. This is like the most annoying spot in the game, probably. This is where most people probably get killed. Okay, because there's a lot of shit that can be in these corners, and this actually is really awkward to navigate because the way that Diablo 1 works is, like, if we take down our map, you can see what it's trying to do. It's like if you go to Arcane Sanctuary and you try to, like, you know, go through, like, shoot something through one of the pillars. The game just goes, this isn't 3D, and then, like, it gets stuck. So it's probably weird because you're like, oh, Seth, you know so much about programming. I don't know shit about programming, by the way. I think this is Sir Gorash, right? There is a fucking unique Blood Knight in here somewhere. I know there is.
Mana.
I've played this game a million times. I know that there's at least one thing in here that's unique. It's not Diablo. He's not in here. Hey, guys. Hi, Zesty. How you doing? You gonna jump up here? You gonna cancel sound? Hi. There you go. My foot's itchy. I think it's allergies. I really do. Everything's in bloom in my fucking complex. Everything's in bloom in town. Everything's in bloom near work. I might as well call Kurt Cobain because this shit's in bloom. See, Zesty thought it was funny. Hi. That's mine. Excuse you. You don't need you're standing on the cable. You're being a cunt. Get down. Okay. I'm glad it wasn't in the... Yeah? He's mad because I tried to, like, let him go outside, but he tried to climb a tree outside in the patio. So I was like, how about you go back in there? That's, much preferable that you don't end up on the roof of the complex and we can't get you down. That'd be great. I mean, there is probably a way I can get him down, but I don't want to have to deal with it. It's like 6-something right now. Actually, I don't even know what time it is, if I'm honest. But it's something. It's Diablo time. That's what time it is. It's always Diablo time. Yeah, so we did the maze. Now we got the... I keep thinking I'm gonna find something. God damn it. Alright, so this is the hardest part, probably. There's a shitload of dudes in here. Don't flip the switch either, because if you flip the switch, Diablo will become aggro, and that's no fun. You don't want that, right? You don't want that shit. Oh! maybe you do want to fight Diablo early. I don't know. Do you like challenge? Do you want to throw down? I want to throw down. If you guys don't know what I'm quoting when I say that, it's from G-Star321's MK Deception playthrough, where he's playing Conquest mode and he sees Jax and he initiates the fight challenge and he goes, Jax has seen you in Outworld, do you want to throw down? And he just goes, I want to throw down. That man's a national treasure. I love G-Star321. I wish I could hang out with him and hear him say, God damn it! God damn it, damn it, damn it! That's my favorite G-Star quote is, God damn it! I love how he says it. Actually, if you guys are curious, why does Seth say ass gravy? It's because he has a Diablo 2 playthrough where he played through his Necro for a few minutes. I'm gonna be real here, he wasn't very good, but granted he even says, I don't have the best gear. I'm not trying to go for the godliest items. I just grabbed this shit before some other asshole did. He's not, but he's like explaining how when he was younger, he actually got, I love his stories. His stories are great. I don't care if they're true. Like how he basically wanted to murder his parents for getting him a fucking Mega Drive instead of a SNES. That's one of the funniest stories. I had to be physically dragged away from the console. I love that story. That's true. I believe that because I'm like, dude, if you didn't grow up in the time before, like, Steam and shit like that, if someone had a game and you didn't have a game, it was a big fucking deal. By the way, that guy just used Flash. That's actually a spell right there that he's using on me when they get close to them. You can learn that spell. It's called Flash. It's basically like Static, if you've ever played as a sorceress. It's... Oh god damn it, there's so much shit in here. Anyways. It's basically like Static, but not as good. It's the concept of Static. It's slightly shortest melee range in the game, probably. Like, you have to be one tile away from something. But it doesn't quarter health off like Static does. Static is fucking broken. That's why it gets nerfed each difficulty you progress through in D2, because it's fucking busted. That's also why in D2 you have resistance nerfs, because imagine going into Hell difficulty in Diablo 2 with this kind of gear and just having like max res like right off the bat basically, and it would just totally be a fucking joke. You wouldn't have to worry about anything. So I can... Oh, shit. I get it. But anyways, yeah, like I remember I played the first GTA game I ever played was Vice City, and it was at a friend's house. You know, like when your parents have like work friends and they're like, here, hang out so we can go get shit-faced. It was actually really fun. But they had a like Xbox or like original, right? And they had GTA Vice City, and goddamn, that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I can remember that shit like it's nobody's business. And God, that was awesome. And I was so fucking happy. I knew my parents wouldn't fucking buy it, okay? I'm not stupid. Okay, so here we go. I gotta get serious though. This is where Diablo happens. This is Diablo time. Alright, let's go back and get some shit, because I can't stress enough. Diablo could fuck you up good if you're not careful. He absolutely can shred you if you have bad stats. Since he uses...
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What is this? This is all shit. It's all garbage.
Well, what can I do for you?
Actually, that reminds me. Since we're about to kill Diablo, I might as well just pack up my inventory too. So yeah, we're gonna kill Diablo, but I'll still show you how to do the cheese. I'm gonna be a cheesy cheese butt. Alright, I'm not worried about this crap. This is just scrolls, right? Yeah, ID scrolls. Alright, let's put... Yeah, I'm not gonna need that much HP to do this. I don't need that. Need that shit neither. We'll tell this story in a minute. I want And then one more row of healing pots to start next difficulty, probably. Because remember, I'm going to rely on killing Diablo from a distance, if I can. So I don't know if I can pull this trick off. I usually don't do it. That's the other thing, too. I don't really think it matters. Sure.
I sense a soul in
How much is this
search of
worth?
answers.
Probably a lot. Yeah, see, it's pretty expensive if it's worth that much. Okay, perfect. That should be enough to kill Diablo. Anyways, I remember when you fucking... Oh man, it was so cool. I was like, God damn it, I want Grand Theft Auto. And then my dad was talking about it. He was like, I took drugs and my man was gross and it was... I don't want you ever playing that kind of game. And I was like, oh fuck. Like... Immediately knew that wasn't gonna happen, right? Fun time was over. Seth's dad ruined the day. Thanks, Dad. You're the best. You the best, Drill Sergeant. You the best. It's use the brakes, Drill Sergeant. Use the brakes. But if you don't, I'm talking about great. Diablo's over there, and as soon as he hits me, he's gonna take off like a quarter of my health.
Not enough mana.
Fucking cocksuckers, there we go. Yeah, I was like, that's not even all of them. They're gonna creep up here in a second. I'm surprised Diablo isn't aggro yet. He looks really dumb in this game, I forgot to mention. That's not Diablo, that's some fucking shithead. I'm not worried about him. Come on, Diablo, get over here. Why you gotta be that way? He doesn't say anything cool either, so sorry. Diablo's a big disappointment. He doesn't say cool things like he does in Diablo 2. Oh, I hear him! Yep, there he is, he's hitting me. Hey, look, it's Diablo. Let's go get him in the place where we can cheese him. Alright, let's open our inventory and kill Diablo. Hey, where you at? Let's get you over here, friend. Use the brakes, Drill Sergeant, use the brakes. Man, he's got a red ass. He's pretty close to dying. Yep. Alright. Save the game. Okay. And then load it. And it's really glitchy, but yeah. That's how you kill Diablo and cheese the game. So, if you want to keep playing, the game is fucked up from this point on with the audio, but if you reload the entire game, the audio fixes itself. And I'll show you that again. Oh, actually, I killed him. Never mind. Oops. So if we go down to hell, you can see what I mean. The game fucks up and you're like, and you can't really move. But if I talk to an NPC, they won't have any dialogue, just so you know. They don't... Yeah, you can hear that, like... Yeah, there's no dialogue. It fucks up the audio. Like... See? There's a lot of issues this causes with the audio. But that's how you kill Diablo without the, like, portal closing, if you're curious. But we did it. We killed Diablo and we didn't die a single time. And if you're like, oh, what about the fucking queen? I still don't know what killed me. I don't know what killed me there. That doesn't count. That's an absolute fuck up. So, yeah, Diablo doesn't drop any items. You can see we have no audio, by the way. This is really fucking nerve-wracking if you've never played the game before. You're like, this is like some creepypasta shit's gonna happen. But yeah, that's how it works. That's how you beat Diablo 1. You just keep your inventory open and you shoot him in the fucking face over and over. But yeah, that's normal difficulty. We'll do Nightmare in a while. I gotta probably give it a few days. I might be getting sick, like I said, anyways. So yeah, we are Carl the Rogue, level 26, which is pretty average for ending the game. I capped Strength, I capped Magic, 106 Dex, 30 Vitality, 198 HP, 176 Mana, max Magic and Lightning Res, and damn near max Fire, 107 to plus to hit, 93 AC, 40 grand, and 26 to 39 damage. We used Veil of Steel. We used Ivory Amulet. This is actually pretty good. Cobalt Bow of the Stars, Amber Plate, a Ring of the Lion, and Ring of Sorcery. Our spells, we just used Healing. Of course, I used Town Portal, Mana Shield, Fireball, Chain Lightning, and of course I learned Reflect, Search, and everything else out of habit. So I'm going to mute the mic, say thanks you guys for voting Carl, by the way. I appreciate that. I don't have much to say. I'll see you guys in Nightmare, so I'm going to mute the mic and see you then.
The Soul Stone burns with Hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him, clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps, salvation.
Willy wah, wah, boom, 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 boom.